So on today's cover, you'll see some tchotchke from Facebook that was sent to me recently for applying to the Facebook Community Leadership Program. This is an amazing program that supports global leaders, global community leaders. This global initiative gives over 100 participants from around the world the support, the tools, the funding, and the belief in themselves that they need to best lead their communities. Well, a couple of months ago, my friend and coach, Kate Shell, she sent me an application for this program. This is awarding $50,000 for fellows and $1 million for residents. And I put it together, and with the help of my friend Jamie Moran, we brainstormed over dim sum and put together my application. It was great. It was a great exercise, and I was going to spend some time just talking through mine to tell you what I had in store, give you the exact answers, and you know what? It's not really very relevant. What's more important, in my opinion, is to recognize the fellows and the residents themselves. You can see that at communities.fb.com/program-participants. I'll put the link in there, and it's in the title as well. These are really and truly some inspiring leaders, all ages, 46 countries. Each participant is an aspiring and inspiring leader who's building meaningful communities and connections, both online and offline. They're doing incredible work. And so what I'd like to do is just share a few of them with you right now, because the scope of what Facebook has done and who they've recognized is amazing. Lola Omolola, she is from the United States. She's from Female IN. She is a fellow. Ask Pediatricians. This is Ojombu Gemisola Boyede. She is a fellow from Nigeria. She's working on making sure that kids have healthcare there. Shamash Aladina, a fellow with the Museum of Happiness from the UK. And it is exactly what it sounds like. People working on startup in other countries. Ji-Young Kim from South Korea. Savings and Finance. Felista Wangari, a fellow from Kenya with a 52-week savings challenge. Gender equality, LGBTI rights and human rights. Gabriel Hussein Khan from South Africa. I mean, the list goes on and on. The types of communities and the interests that they represent. Women coding. Let's see, what else do we have here? Black Girls Run, Single Girls in Indonesia. What else do we got here? It's amazing. Breastfeeding support for Indian mothers. An eco team from France. Mompreneurs in India. I have a very, very special one I'm going to tell you in just a second. I'm looking at some of these, and it's Startup Weekend in Brazil. What else do we represent here? It's really amazing. Really and truly phenomenal what these folks are up to. There's a very special one right here I'd like to call out. Javonté Francis. He is a youth fellow, and he worked with Beyond Differences as one of the youth leaders. You may remember Laura Talmas was on the show from Beyond Differences, and it's just really tremendous what they're doing. Proud to be part of her local community out here in the San Francisco Bay Area and seeing what they're doing. No One Eats Alone being probably their best known program, but really doing a lot in terms of inclusion. It's not so much anti-bullying as it is inclusion, and that kind of takes care of itself. I'd like to really recognize and thank some folks who went out of their way and gave me some help in terms of a testimonial. Just talking, one of the questions was, how would you describe yourself as a leader? And turning the mic over, so to speak, to some folks. Ryan Lee from Freedym, which is helping people turn their ideas and passion into dependable monthly income. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate your kind words. Ron Klabunde with Generosity Feeds, fighting hunger together, uniting communities, creating healthy meals, ending child hunger. Mark Jala with Happy Marriage Coaching, identifying the real issues secretly hurting marriages. Heidi Ham with Spectrum Fusion, making the world a better place for individuals on the autism spectrum. So one of the things about it is that it was an opportunity to put together specifically with clarity what exactly I had in mind. What is it that I would do? And part of that was creating workshops or masterminds, which I had a very, very powerful one with Kate and with Ryan. And that was part of the inspiration. That was the first time I had been in one that was so moving, so valuable. So that was a big portion of it, of my idea and getting it on the road. The great thing when you work with somebody as smart and as experienced as Jamie Moran, we got to the end, and after putting that together, we realized that the biggest thing that Facebook could contribute is the recognition and having that stamp or that label of approval. That would be more than the money that they could give. That would be worth more than the $50,000 or even $1 million. I mean, certainly that would go a long way, but having that as the bandwagon, so to speak, for others to jump on. And then we took it a little bit further when we went for a walk, and we're just thinking, well, it doesn't have to be Facebook. It really doesn't have to be. And that's pretty awesome, because the value of it in itself and what it can do to help nonprofit leaders and other leaders, social impact leaders, including in the for-profit sector, how they can work together, how they can build their capacity to serve their community. It would be quite amazing. So thank you so much, everybody, for giving me the opportunity, the community, to even attempt the application itself for the Facebook Community Leadership Program. You lift me up, you inspire me, and I have you with me in my thoughts and in my heart all the time. So remember, always err on the side of love and kindness. Until the next time, love and gratitude.